Hello crafty friends, I'm Lien from Studio Kato and I'm so happy you're joining me again today for another fun wintry video. I wasn't feeling too inspired today, so I stuck to some basic techniques and came up with a really fun card in the end. The only thing I'm going to do today is some basic stamping and some really basic die cutting, and that's it. Then I'm just gluing everything together. So there's no coloring involved. This could be done in half an hour maybe. I took an hour to make this, but I was talking to a friend while I did it, so it didn't feel like an hour for sure. Now I'm using the Snowflake Season stamp set by Reverse Confetti and some Concord and 9th inks. I will list all the colors in the description below to just stamp a flurry of blue snowflakes all across the card. I'm going in kind of a swooping motion from the bottom left corner to the not entirely corner, but to the top right side of the card. And I like it because that gives the design some movement. So even if you stick to basic techniques, you can get a lot of movement in your card if you really think about where you place your elements. This is sped up quite a bit. I think I spent 10 minutes stamping this out in real time. Now it's not hard. I used a couple of acrylic blocks because I have a couple of stamps that I'm using and I didn't want to switch them out all the time. But you can definitely get by with one acrylic block. I just happen to have acquired a couple over the years. I also used a couple of snowflakes from the Polar Party stamp set, also by Reverse Confetti. And then I die cut this Hello Shadow die by Pinkfresh Studio, just from this card panel. And I'm saving the inside piece as well. I will use that later on. So I cut it out of the card so I could have that design of snowflakes continue over the shadow word die. Now you know me, I like my dimension, so I cut a cardboard panel to be slightly smaller than my snowflake panel. And I'm adding glue off screen because I'm a bit of an idiot. I was distracted today. Or the day I made that card. I'm adding glue to the card panel off screen, and then I can just add that cardboard panel behind it. That way there's no glue showing through the hello and getting all over my work surface or over my hands. I then add that whole panel to my card, and then I am working on the sentiment. So I die cut that hello from the card panel, but I also die cut it 3 more times or 4 more times out of thick white cardstock, and I'm layering all of those together with the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, And on top of all of those layers, I am layering the one I die cut from the card panel itself. So you have a lot of dimension, that's the Eclipse die cutting technique, but the design of your stamping continues over the dimensional die cut. It's really fun, but it's quite subtle, but it's a really fun effect. I'm doing some simple die cut inlay, and I am just putting that hello back where it came from, but now with a lot more dimension to it. I then also die cut the scripty word die that goes with this. This is from, what is the sentiment set called? It's by Pinkfresh Studio, and I think it's called Simple Sentiments or something, or I don't know. I will list it in the description below. Now I die cut the scripty layer twice from thick white cardstock, layered those together, and I also die cut it from a dark blue shimmery cardstock that I'm very almost running out of, and I don't know where to find it again, but it's really gorgeous. It's this really dark navy blue, but it shimmers, it has a lot of sparkle to it, I love it. So I'm layering all of that together, and then I can glue that right on top of that shadow word layer. And that pretty much finishes up my card, but you know me, I also like my sparkle. So I'm going to add a bunch of gems to this. I am not gonna show you the entire footage of me deciding where to put these gems because again, I was talking to a friend while doing this. So I took my time with it. I saw the footage. I think I spent 10 minutes laying out gems. It was a little bit excessive. And then I'm just gluing those on with the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. Now, this is quite a bit stronger than the Barely Art glue. So I definitely prefer it for embellishments. It's also thicker, so it doesn't squirt out of the sides, even if you put a little bit too much glue down for a gem. So you can definitely be precise with this. It's also a glue that dries clear and a glue that dries matte. So it wouldn't be very noticeable if you have some glue oozing out from underneath your gems. That does finish up the card, and then I took some pattern paper and folded an A2 size envelope with it with my We Are Memory Keepers 123 punch board. I have a bunch of pattern paper that I'm trying to use more for envelopes because I definitely don't use it enough on my cards, so that's why I'm being a little bit lazy with my envelopes. The next video should have an envelope design that doesn't use pattern paper though, so look forward to that. It's another simple one, but it's not pattern paper. Anyway, that is this project finished. I really like that flurry of snowflakes. It's so easy to do, so quick to do if you're not chatting away to a friend while doing it. And I really like those gems in between all of the snowflakes. I hope you like it too. I hope you like that Eclipse die cutting technique. I've done it before and I have a couple of fun die cutting techniques on my channel. In fact, I will link the playlist for die cutting techniques right on top of this video, so you can go ahead and check those out if you're interested. Of course, you can also leave a like on this video if you liked it and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to read them. You can also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. And then I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.